My name is Haunani Kane. I'm from Kailua, Oahu, and I am currently at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, and I just finished my first year of my PhD, which focuses on island environments, learning about the coastal zone, how it has changed in the past, and how it may change in the future due to climate change.
Haunani Kane was actually selected to sail Hikeanalia back from Tahiti to Hawaii. She was on the crew. I pulled her off and said, you need to go to the Great Barrier Reef.
So we're here in beautiful Townsville. We arrived yesterday morning and we are docked outside of Reef HQ, which is the Center for Education for the Great Barrier Reef. And we're going to be working with the folks at Reef HQ and the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority to learn more about the work that they're doing to conserve the Great Barrier Reef.
What we're doing here ties in really perfectly with the mission of Hokulea, engaging with people and communicating to them the importance of our oceans and the need for its protection.
It's really good to be here for the first part of our voyage. We got to meet with the community and really see their excitement about learning about the reef as we learned about the reef at the same time. We got to learn about the specific areas that we're going to visit, as well as what we might anticipate seeing. So Reef HQ definitely set us up for our dives.
The Great Barrier Reef is one of those spotlights that we shine onto the importance of the oceans, because it's the biggest and oldest living ecological system on the earth. And it becomes our school. So we intentionally and strategically took the mission underwater.
You need a tank?
Yes.
Okay. That's it, that's fine. Okay, make this over top, it's just secure.
Ever since I was younger, I've wanted to dive the Great Barrier Reef. I've wanted to see the different corals, see fish, and to be able to do that with Ruth, who's a well-known coral researcher back home, as well as Nainoa, who's somebody that I've just always looked up to as far as learning in the ocean. It was a dream come true.
Okay, you ready?
I got paired with my dive buddies. I was with Ruth first, and it was cool to be with her just because I know she spent so much time on the reef that her perspective, it's so sharp. So she was pointing out things that I think many of us probably overlooked.
I think for many of the crew, it was the first time they've really been exposed to a reef as diverse as the one we were on.
To see these healthy reefs, it was mind-blowing. And then there was the other side of me that sees this from a geologic standpoint. So I saw these tall reefs and I was thinking of how much sand those reefs could make, how that sand could be transported to shore for beaches, for offshore islands.
The dive itself was fun, But in having fun, it created the opportunity to have a much broader and perhaps more impactful discussion. What the reef is, why it's important to people, what the threats to the reef are, and the types of solutions that are out there in terms of protecting the reef. As we're burning more fossil fuels, we're increasing the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and what's happening is, that reflects in the increasing parts per thousand in the atmosphere that we're detecting.
Spending time with Ruth and learning about the things that she values and appreciates about the reef was really special. And one of the amazing things about her as a researcher is she sees the importance of engaging a community and working with the community to reaching a common goal.
We're asking the question, if we can understand why individuals are doing so well, can we harness that knowledge then to breed corals that are better able to withstand future climate change?
By visiting a lot of these different places, they have really helped me to see the broader impacts of my research, and it's really pushed myself to see the bigger meaning and the value of the work that we do. This experience in Australia and being around the Great Barrier Reef, it has impacted me personally in so many ways. We've done just about everything from going to the top research stations, million-dollar research stations, and how they're understanding the world through that perspective. Then engaging with the native communities and seeing how they view the world and how they use their understanding of the reef and its resources to understand themselves personally.
So it's for our family to be recognised in this area to be able to manage that country.
From this experience, I think what I've learned is if I can do anything to impact the world in any way, I hope it's by being a part of this movement to integrate two different mindsets, and hopefully somewhere along the line we'll get to a place where we no longer have to have this discussion about Western knowledge or this discussion about Indigenous knowledge, because our children or the future generations, they'll get it. So eventually we'll get to a point where it won't be one or the other. It'll just be science.
Hanani becomes not just a geoscientist, she becomes a leader for tomorrow. And Hanani pulled Tahiti out of the sea last year. I mean, how many people on the planet can have that kind of resume? She, at the core, has the kinds of values that in the end we need, making the connection of their professionalism and their work to communities and to environment and to place. And that's probably the most important part of this voyage, is young people that are going to be able to realize real dreams that we never believed could happen. And that will change the world.